Hey, Lucy, I want to answer your question, and I'm actually taking down my plaits at the minute. Look how curly the hair is. Sorry, I get so excited about this. It's because I think I have straight kind of frizzy hair, so when it gets curly, it's really pretty. Anyway, back to the question, which is not even there anymore. But yes, the question. One, there's no stupid questions, so don't worry about that. But you said, sort of, if a stupid question, not a stupid question. How do they keep you alive, literally, if you can't have TPN for a month? Super glad about the line access. Thank you. I'm really happy about Hope as well, which is my Hickman line. For context, I am Ruth, and I live with intestinal failure, and I'm on TPN, total parental nutrition. I also have a PEG and a JEG, PEG for drainage, and then a JEG for some medications. So yes, how do they keep me alive? With difficulty. It's not easy. And again, everyone's different. There's someone else who isn't on TPN might be able to sustain more than what I can or less than what I can. So it's my story and what I experience. Everyone's different. Please remember that. So when I'm not on TPN, I just have normal fluids, so Hartmann's fluids, but I also have saline with potassium regularly and with glucose and dextrose bags. I have dextrose glucose bags every single day to keep up my blood sugars, and then I've got extra bags of things like magnesium, phosphate, iron, which is every few months. Phosphate, magnesium, and my brain's got another one that I have. Brain fog moment. My brain can't remember. But anyway, I have all the things I need to basically, the electrolytes and fluids, basically, which keep me alive. And you can survive off fluid and electrolytes for quite a long time. But you have very little energy, you've not got nutrition going in. You know, you need to manage your trace elements and micronutrients and like general nutrients, the ones that you need for basic necessity to stay alive. So I have what I basically need, but I have no energy, no calories really going into me except a little bit of glucose, which has some calories in it. But the fluids and electrolytes will keep me going, will keep me alive. But I am like a zombie. I have no energy. I'm sleeping all the time. I have no real quality of life. And it's really, really hard. I did live off only 200, 300 calories and fluids and electrolytes for 18 months, 2 years during COVID times when I was waiting to start TPN and when everything was a bit of a mess with referrals and get to my specialist hospital, which specialises in intestinal failure and home TPN, and it was really hard. You know, I was at the hospital 3 times a week before I did it at home, and I had a life, but I didn't really have a life because I was just surviving, like just about surviving with the fluids and the electrolytes and the tiny amount of calories. My body was just surviving on so little. It kept going, but it was really, really hard. But we tried without the fluids, the IV fluids, and within 40 hours I had an acute kidney injury. I was back in A&E, and my bloods were starting to show it, dehydration, and I can drink, but I have to drain it out my PEG. And I can put meds through my gestational tube, but they're literally they're like 2 mils, 3 mils of meds at a time. I can't tolerate hardly anything because I can't tolerate enough fluids going there at all. So we tried that and it didn't work, and I ended up back in A&E very poorly. So my nurse was like, you need the fluids, like 100%. But some people can manage off TPN and off fluids, and they manage whether they get fluids through the other tubes or orally a little bit, or I don't know. Some people I've seen actually don't have anything going in, but they manage, and that's quite amazing. And I don't know their full history and story, so I can't really comment on that. But some people can manage to be, some people can't, and unfortunately my body can't, and that is scary because if I lost all access and I couldn't get IV fluids in, it's okay, it's a bit upset because it's a big thing, Ruth. It's a big deal of this. Emotions are okay, remember that. Sorry, so yes, if I couldn't get IV fluids in, as I say, I lost all access and I couldn't get fluids in, the only way I could get them would be orally or through JEG, but I can't really do that to sustain. I would die, and it wouldn't take long because with that you need fluids to survive. You need electrolytes, you need those basic necessities. And we talked about that, and if it came to that and what we do about making me comfortable and things like that, which are very hard discussions, and I don't want to bring this TikTok down, but I'm more honest with you guys. And again, everyone's situation is different, and I hope I'm not at that point. We will fight to get me access and keep on going for as long as possible. I want to be on that, or I want to be on your TV when I'm 101 going, how does this older woman survive 101? Well, I did, and I stayed in spite of everyone thinking I was going to die. I stayed alive out of spite and stubbornness, and I'm here, and yeah. But we all know that's probably not going to happen, and I do have a short life, and I joke around, but it's true, and it's hard, and Also, if you don't believe me, like I said, you can waddle off because I know the truth and I ain't got time to deal with your drama or toxicity. Yeah. Bit of sass in there for you. Hashtag recruit. I love you all. Those who support me, thank you. Like I said, if you don't believe me, don't get it, then fine. I know I can look well and think, oh, she can't be dying. She can't be, you know, like what is dying and palliative care and what is, you know, being under a hospice. And I'm trying to change that narrative, you know. You don't have to look on the bed when you're under hospice care or palliative or dying. It's more complicated than that, and how you look and how many tubes or lines you may have. You may have no tubes or lines or attachments or medical devices, and you can still be dying or still be seriously ill. And you can have tubes and lines and not be seriously ill, you know. So, you know, I'm trying to change that narrative all the time and raise awareness of things. But I'm a positive person and I want to live forever, and I'm going to keep on going and not give up. But my body, I can't control what's happening to that, and that is really hard. And sometimes I get jealous of other people, to be honest, when like they can be off IV fluids and they can manage and their body doesn't go into like, acute kidney injury and doesn't struggle at the first hurdle. And with my Addisons as well, I go into crisis quickly and it's just a whole load of problems. And with Addisons, you know, crisis shouldn't be that bad. I've had really bad ones. Like one of them I was this close to going to arrest, like peri-arrest they called it, and that was really scary. And I had one cardiac arrest when I was 24 and I survived and was ROSC in hospital. If I was outside hospital I probably wouldn't survive, but I did. I remember the ward staff when ITU were there, and when someone rang up on Sunday and they said, we're really busy today, so someone had a cardiac arrest, and thought, oh, who? This is Ruth. They're like, what? No, it can't be Ruth. Ruth's a young 24-year-old in bed 3, whatever. I don't know, Ruth. And yeah, Abby, my nurse who did CPR on me, said she'll never ever forget that. Like, it's in her head, like, forever now, because you don't expect it to happen to the young girl on the ward just chatting away. Anyway, I survived, and that's great. Sorry, back to the question you were talking about, Lucy, was not being on TPN. Yes, it's struggling, but obviously because I'm also on steroids, I don't lose weight quickly. So I used to be worried before, because doctors would be like, yeah, but you're not losing weight rapidly, you're not a skeleton. I was like, yeah, because I'm on steroids, and so I don't lose weight easily. I get the puffy face, and you know, it doesn't come off me like it might somebody else. My body goes into starvation mode, so when I do have a little bit of TPN or a little bit of feed, my body just clings onto it. But it's hard, Lucy. It's really hard, and I don't have the energy to do anything on my bucket list or anything quality of life or fun, and the priority is living my life, as my doctor said. And that's what I want to do. I want to live my life and have fun and make memories with the people I love, with my friends, with my family, with Elliot, with people online I want to meet and give a massive hug to one day and say thank you for being there for me and all of you guys who watch this and watch my rambles and it helps somehow. And just live, because we only have one life. And yeah, as I always say, don't let people bring you down or dull your sparkle or take away your gorgeous sparkle, because you're unique, you are perfect, you're wonderful just as you are. There's only one of you on this planet. So don't let anyone take that away from you. And just be fabulous you, okay? Because you're fabulous. And I'm going to go rest now because I'm tired, and yeah. I'm not going anywhere because I can't leave the room, but my hair looks quite pretty, I think. Yeah. Thanks for your questions, and I hope it makes sense what I say. As I always say, I hope it makes sense. Yeah, I'm starting playing with my hair because it's so curly. Anyway, yeah, such a ramble, Ruth. Stop rambling. Do you like matching pajamas as well today? Matching! Initial reminder, it's Thursday, so we've got a little bit more to Friday, and then we've done the whole week. And again, you thought at the beginning of the week, I can't do this, but you did. You held on, you kept going, because you are stronger than you realise. Yeah, you are. Don't you go looking away or saying, no, I'm not. You are. And also, you're a strong person because you watched all of this. And that is weird. But I love you. Come join the Weird Roo crew. Yeah, I'll stop rambling now. It's been 10 minutes. I love you all so much. Okay? You've got this. Mwah. Don't forget, you're fabulous.